Bear, Sneeze, and Run. Bear is a diesel engine and loves working on the top of Hat's railway. He is a mixed traffic engine, which means he can pull both coaches and freight cars. He is also a very good friend to all the steam engines. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Bear in the shed. "I have a special job for you. A special delivery of fruits and vegetables is coming to the harbor today. You must collect and take it to Knapford." "Yes, sir," said Bear cheerfully. Bear arrived at the depot for refueling. As he waited, he noticed his driver was sneezing so hard. "Achoo!" Bear was worried. "That's a very nasty cold you got there. Are you all right?" "I'm fine," sniffed his driver stuffily. "There's nothing wrong with me." But Bear wasn't sure. Then Henry arrived. "Hello, Bear," he whistled. "You look worried." "I think my driver's caught a cold," said Bear, "and he was sneezing so dreadfully. I'm worried about him. Maybe he should have some time off," said Henry. "That's the best thing for him." And he puffed away. "Excuse me, Andre," called Bear. "Don't you think you should take some time off to rest your cold?" "I have told you before," snapped his driver. "I'm truly well. Now stop fussing." Bear thought it was best not to argue, so he rolled away to the harbor. But on the way, his driver was sneezing even more. "Achoo!" Bear was very worried. "It's only for one day. As soon as the job is done, the sooner my driver will go home to rest." Bear arrived safely at the harbor. Oliver had already shunted Bear's train. "Here's a train, Bear," whistled Oliver. "Thank you, Oliver," said Bear. So Bear was coupled up and ready to go. But his driver was sneezing even more. "Achoo!" Bear was now even more worried as he set off with his train. Then he came on the main line, and there was trouble. "Achoo!" Bear's driver made a huge sneeze. His head knocked himself unconscious. But Bear didn't know that until he was approaching a red signal. "Red signal up," Bear called his driver. But there was no one to reply. "Hello, Andre?" Bear called again. Still, there was no answer. Bear started to worry as he passed the red signal. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He realized he was now a runaway. "Help! I can't stop! I can't stop!" he cried. The signalman soon realized what had happened and sent a message along the line. Up ahead, Henry had delivered his train at the next station when the station master rushed out of his office. "Bear's a runaway! Henry, run along the main line and keep going until Bear reaches you." "Come on, Henry," called his driver. "Look out, Henry!" called Bear. And he came up behind Henry and gave him a bump. At the final station, the inspector waited as Henry and Bear arrived. The inspector jumped into Bear's cab and applied his brakes. Bear stopped at last. "Oh, thank you, Henry," he panted. Henry pushed Bear into a siding and took Bear's train to the big station. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "I'm sorry, sir," said Bear. "I just don't know what happened." "Wasn't your fault, Bear. But we'll settle the matter straight away, and your driver must go home and rest, and he will go to the hospital to have him checked tomorrow morning." "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir." Bear's driver returned a few days later. He was ready to work. "How are you feeling?" asked Bear. "I'm okay," replied his driver. "I feel a lot better now. I'm sorry if I doubted you." "That's all right, Andre. I did try to ask you to take some time off. I didn't know I began to feel ill. I should have agreed with you, Bear." "It was caused by a dreadful cold," said Sir Topham Hatt, who arrived. "Your driver had made a huge sneeze and bumped his head uncautiously. So remember, Andre, if you have a cold, you need to look after yourself at home." "I will, sir," said Bear's driver. "Bear was right all along. I promise I won't let it happen again." Bear beamed with agreement.